Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This week is going to be a different type of video. I am doing the Planny Awards for 2021. If you don't know what that is, I completely made it up, but it is the wrap-up planner tag that ChanPlans created on Instagram. I really wanted a unique name for it and I thought Planny would be cute because all those award shows usually end with a Y, and Plan rhymes with Chan and it reminds me of Chandler's name, so I just figured it would be a cute name to name it. I have all of the different categories written here that I'm gonna go over, and I didn't do double spreads for the week of the 1st of January, which is why I have the second planner here. This is my planner for 2022, but the one for this one is empty because I didn't do double spreads this year. So stay tuned if you guys are interested in finding out what won each category. All the information is going to be listed in the description down below, so if you guys want to do a video, go ahead and tag ChanPlans, and you guys can do this on Instagram too if you guys want to, but I had a lot of spreads that I really wanted to share, so I wanted to share this on YouTube. So I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. So I'm gonna start in the order. I kind of have everything mixed up. I didn't do the exact order that Chandler had everything in, but the first category was your top favorite spread of 2021, and it will have to be this one. I don't know if it's recency bias, but I just love how this spread turned out. The colors were just muted, and there was enough decorations that I loved how everything turned out, and it was just not too much and too extra. There was like a perfect amount of danglies and accents and everything, and I don't think I would change anything from this spread. I love how I did our engagement photo shoots there. I love how I did my visit to my friend and her baby, and just different little elements of this spread makes it really special. Like this, the full box didn't come like this. I added those silver danglies to make it look like that, and I think the city stickers and the honey inked little ornaments and stuff like that really meshed together really well, and Pretty Pink Co as well. So this, I think, would have to be my top spread of 2021. It was a really close lineup with the newest spread I did, but I think silver is just like the way to my heart, so I really love this. And I love how I did these different layering elements that I've never tried before, and they ended up working out so well. And as you can see before, I'm like using these sticky notes to remind me what they are, and this one also won my best winter spread. So Chandler, I'm not sure what she meant by winter spread, but I kind of was doing it by the time frame from when winter started and when winter ended. So this one is my favorite winter spread. Some runner-ups is going to be the spread that I did in April. So bear with me while I try to look for that. Give me 1 second. April 26th is another spread that I really loved. This is a spread from Creativity and Ink, I believe, or Control Alt Kawaii. I need to look back to remember which ones it is exactly, but this was one of my runner-ups for my top spreads as well. This was really beautiful, and I just love how the color blocking turned out, and the big Harry Potter here. I don't love how I used the foil. I wish I would have cut it down, because you can kind of see in the Hogwarts there, it looks kind of messed up. But I really loved how this spread turned out. Another one I really loved was this rainbow spread as well. I usually do a color blocking week for a rainbow week, but I decided to do spread out this week for this whole spread, and I think it really looked nice with everything, and I just really love how muted the colors look in this one. And finally, I think the other one that I really loved was my newest spread. So if you saw my last video, you'll already know what the spread looks like, but right here is my another runner-up. This one also won best sidebar, and you guys probably already know because I said it in my last video, but this one I just wanted to do the decorative sidebar that I keep seeing around, and it turned out so nice and cute. And my other sidebars are usually pretty generic. They usually have my habit trackers, dinner tracker, and then two of the different full boxes. So this was really different from what I have been doing, and I just really loved how it turned out. So this is another runner-up that almost made it to my top, which was really beautiful. The next couple spreads are going to be all of the seasonal best spreads. Like I said, I was using the time frame from when spring started and when spring ended. So this is my favorite spring spread. This was during my spring break, so I used a going away kit even though I didn't go anywhere because we couldn't. So I just thought it was really beautiful how these colors mesh together. Pink and blue are really pretty together, and I love silver, so it's always a good idea for me. I always love how it looks, and there were just really muted tone colors that I really loved with the darker navy colors that I really love. So this was probably my best spring spread. For my summer spread, I think it would have to be, there were two that I was deciding between. So one of them is this, and both of the summer spreads are actually from the same person. Both of them are from Keytown. So this one is one of them. This one is the Jasmine inspired, Aladdin inspired kit, and as you can see here, I used silver foil, and I just love how it turned out. I thought it was so pretty, and I love how I put the full boxes of them looking at each other, and the silver is just shining so well. And the other one is also from Keytown, except this is the Avengers. This is when we went to watch Black Widow, and silver again is just shining through. And this kit, I just love the colors of this kit so much. Blue and purple, and the galaxy look is just, it looks so pretty. So these two are my favorite summer spreads. And then moving on to fall spreads, my favorite fall spread is going to be this one. This is a collab between Simply Beautiful Plans and Silver Antler Planning, Alyssa. And I just love this kit so much. This was the first time I messed with the date covers and tried to play around with them. I didn't really play around too much, but the date covers came out already with different foils. I just added really little elements to the top, and I still feel like that really accented it really well. Just the little flowers and the butterflies. I just thought it looks really nice. And this is probably my favorite fall spread. I love her weekend banners as well. And this one actually won also for my best memory spread. There was two different ones, and this was one of them because on this day I tried on a wedding dress and I actually started tearing up. Excuse me. I started tearing up, and this dress I ended up buying for my actual wedding. So this week is pretty special to me. So it won two different awards. It won best fall spread, and then it also won my best memory spread. But another fall spread that I really loved was going to be this one, which is also by Simply Beautiful Plans. I just loved how this spread turned out, the different layering elements, and I think because she kind of differentiates the date covers already, it just like adds so much to the spread already. And I love these little layering elements that I did, even though they look so simple. So this is one of the other ones that I love for fall. For winter spread, my favorite one would have to be, I already said this earlier, but my favorite winter spread is going to be this one, which is my top spread of 2021. I just loved how everything looked. It's like super Christmassy, super holiday, and super wintry, getting ready for winter. This was for the first week of December, so I really loved how that one looked. And yeah. For best holiday spread, I didn't really know what to choose because I wasn't sure. I don't really love all the different holidays that I had. I didn't really have a specific kit, or when I did, I didn't love the kits. This one, you'll see, won two different awards. This one's going to be my best holiday spread, and it also won the biggest surprise for the good one. So I got this kit from Sticker Guru, and I had a lot of her different kits, and I really loved how her format was. I really love her paper and her designs. So I really wanted a kit for Chinese New Year's or Lunar New Year for all the Asians. So I really love this kit for all the Asian elements that were in it. And I just really didn't think that it was going to turn out great because I don't love the color orange at all. Gold is also like not a huge, like that's not one of my favorite foil colors. So I was really surprised that I loved how this kit turned out so well. And maybe it's because it's representation, you know. Pride for being Chinese or Asian, but I just really love how this spread turned out, and this is probably my favorite holiday spread, as well as the best spread that turned out. I thought it was going to turn out worse, and it actually turned out better than I thought it would be. Next is going to be the monthlies. So moving on to the monthlies, here's one of them. This is my February monthly, and my February monthly is kind of like how people are doing their monthly highlights. I didn't do it for all the spreads, but I just really loved how this one looked. I kind of used the sidebar as just decorative elements with different stickers, and then I also did some dots, and then I did a quote for every month. This is me and my husband, and yeah, I just loved how this turned out. I really loved this one where I just did a lot of planning those 2 days. Another one that I loved a lot was March. So this is March, and it looks a lot like chaotic, but there was just a lot of eventful things that happened here. I love the quotes and the sidebar and all of that. And the last one is probably my favorite as well, which is June. And this one, I always love color blocking when I get the chance to do it, so I wanted to try it for a monthly spread, and I thought June would be the perfect time to try. So I always decorate it with different marker elements, and then I just did my foiled colors. I mean my specific color for the rainbow on each day. I used this, I think this is from Simply Gilded, maybe? This rainbow washi here. To signify that we had 2 days off, and then I just used the same colors to mark each day, and I just love how the color blocking looks for this. So those are my favorite monthlies. Moving on to my favorite memories. I already told you guys about one of them, but this is my other one that I really enjoyed. This is my favorite memories just because this is when me and my husband got married at City Hall. So we are officially married on paper, even though our wedding is next week. This week, unbeknownst to me, I actually visited our wedding venue as well. So over here I have all the different venues that I got to tour this day, which I went to a lot of different venues, but I ended up going to the one I actually chose this week. And this week I also got to go to a LASIK consultation, and I got LASIK over the summer. So this week is just really special to me because it just felt like the beginning of a lot of new adventures and new different things like that. And the Bridgerton is kind of random, but I needed a lovey kit, and me and my husband were getting married, so I figured the Bridgerton one was pretty fitting for that. And the other one I said was going to be the one where I found my wedding dress. So that would be this one. So like I said here, this is when I found my wedding dress, so that was really nice time. Out of all the different times that I've tried on wedding dresses, that was like the first time I actually felt beautiful. A lot of the other wedding dress places that I've been to, if you guys have been watching my videos for a while, I felt like I was wearing a lot of dresses and I was like settling for how I would look in them. But for this place, I was actually like in love with all the dresses I tried on, and I felt really beautiful in all of them. So that was really a nice memory for me. And then the last one is going to be this one. So this is the last one for winning best memories, and this week was just so eventful. This spread recently went up on my channel, so my husband came back. I was planning a surprise baby shower, a surprise birthday for my co-teacher. I watched Spider-Man on the way No Way Home on this week too. My friend had their wedding, and it was just a lot of different activities that happened this week that was super exciting. My co-teacher that I worked with when I first started working at CPS came back to visit me, and we went to the holiday party, and that was a super fun time where I got to hang out with everyone. It was my friend's birthday. I went to go with my sisters and my mom to go get our nails done, which are these nails that you see here, which are super overgrown, so I apologize, but alas, this is like, it was just a week full of so many events and so busy, but it was also the last week of winter. The last week of school, so winter break began this day. So it was just really nice to do all of those activities and get to see so many different people. The next category is actually on the same spread as well, and it's the best foil pairing. And for that, I think lots of people use different types of foils, like matte bronze, lavender, hollow, stuff like that. But for me, I'm pretty generic, and I like to stick to the foils that I like. So you'll see that at the end of this video as well, where I do a counter of how many foils I use for this whole year. But this one, I just love how the gold looked. Like I said before, gold's not my absolute favorite, but for some reason with these darker colors, I just loved how it turned out. So I think this was the best foil pairing that I had for 2021. The next category is best bottom washi combo, and for me, I usually use the bottom washi that are included in the kit, but when they clash too much with the rest of the kit, I usually like to opt out and use Simply Gilded for the most part. And for this spread, this is probably my favorite pairing. The bottom washi looked like the day covers, and I thought that was too much cherry blossoms that would be going around. So I found this Simply Gilded washi tape, which actually has rose gold foil, but it's hard to see, so it just kind of looks like pink accents. And then this rolled red and silver foil. Both of these are from Simply Gilded, and I thought these matched with the spread so well and balanced out the spread a lot more. The spread itself has such strong colors, and this matted flower washi on the bottom, I think just balanced everything out really well, and the red matched really well with the kit. So that would be my favorite bottom washi of the year. Best sidebar I already mentioned, but it is going to be the first week of January in my new planner. This sidebar just beats out the rest of them. I can't deny that. I obviously didn't use any habit trackers or anything, and this girl is just having her moments here. So this is definitely my best sidebar for the year. Biggest surprise for good spread, so a kit that you thought was going to turn out bad but it ended up turning out good. Like I said, for this spread I thought it was going to turn out horrible because I don't like the color orange and there's just so much of it in the spread, but I actually really loved how it turned out. And the other one that I had was also in the month of February, and oh, not February, sorry, it's in August. So it is this one right here. This one is a pretty simple kit, I think, from House of Stickers. It's a anytime planning kit, and I didn't think much of it. I just wanted to use it because I think this was when I was getting LASIK, and I figured there's some glasses in it, and I wanted to commemorate it. So this kit turned out a lot prettier. I did a lot of elements of layering on here as well, but yeah, this one I thought was going to turn out pretty mediocre and a spread I didn't care for, but it's like one of my spreads that I really like a lot. Next spread that is in that similar category, it's Biggest Surprise but bad. So a kit you thought was going to turn out good, but it ended up turning not that great. This would probably be one of them. This is a kit from Mellow Paper Studio, who I don't think is open anymore. Which is why it's so sad, because I think I would repurchase this kit if I could. She uses some real pictures in here, and I used to love her kit so much, but this one I just got the basic kit where I just had the front page with the full boxes, and it didn't come with anything else. So everything else here you see me pulling from my own stash. So the bottom washi you can see is from Simply Gilded. I just added some mandalas at the top because I didn't have any day covers at the time that matched with the kit. Gold foil as well. I have so many things that are silver foil, so the fact that it was gold foil was really not helpful. And then I had these gold foils, which looking at it now, it's like it looks like so much that I'm like kind of sad that I used it, but I really didn't have much in my stash, so I couldn't really do anything else. And like maybe it's because I'm using so many decorative elements now, but just looking at these, it just looks so bare bones. So this was definitely one of my biggest surprises. I thought it was going to turn out a lot better, but since I didn't have much, this was probably the best I could have done. Finally, in the last category, it's going to be repurchase-worthy, which for this one, there was two different ones, Chandlers that you can do. You can either think about most repurchase-worthy as something you would repurchase because the spread was so good, which would definitely be this one. This one was from Here at Rate Designs, and I saw someone planning with this, and I love the art so much that I wanted to buy it, but I never got the chance to. This year I finally got the chance to purchase it, and if I could, I would love to repurchase it and do it all over again, but there's so many beautiful kits out there that I don't like to do that most of the time nowadays. But the art in this kit is just so gorgeous. I just love how it looks, and even though I'm not a fan of gold, like, you can't deny the fact that gold looks so beautiful with fall kits. And it's just because of the orange tone. Orange and gold just naturally looks pretty good together, versus orange and silver doesn't look as great. So I love the art in this kit so much, and I would repurchase this if I could. Now on the other side of this, there's the one where you could repurchase because the spread was not that great, and this one is what would be one of them. I love this kit and I do like how it turned out, but I think it was just too much, especially using the headers from her kits. I think everything just turned out too much. So I would repurchase this and plan it a little bit more simple and less florals and just not so excessive, I guess. But I would definitely repurchase this if I could redo. So those are all my awards for 2021. This is my top spread of 2021, and before I end the video, I just added some extra things. This is a tag that I was kind of seeing going around Instagram that I didn't get a chance to do because I didn't finish all my spreads yet, but one of them was your most used shops, and I wrote it in an Excel sheet and wrote it all down week for week. Out of the 53 weeks, I used 28 different shops, and that's like kind of my pride to use different shops. I love so many different shops, and so many people make such gorgeous kits, and I love sharing that with everyone in the world. So that's why I love to do my YouTube channel. I don't think a lot of people use a lot of different shops, as many as that, but in 2021 I used 28 different shops, and the one I used the most was Sticky Essentials. I used 6 of their kits. Sticker Guru and Sadie Stickers, I used 4 of their kits. Carrier Right Designs and Keytown, they came third, and I used 3 of their kits. So as you can see here, I love to use a lot of different shops, and if you guys watch my videos often, you guys will know I don't try to use sticker shops like back to back. I don't love doing that. So these are my stats for most used shops. And second, I also have the stats for most used foils. And like I told you guys, I like to stick to what I know. So here you can see silver is my most used foil, gold is second, rose gold is fourth, and the holographic is last there. And if you guys are confused why it says 0.5, I will show you guys. There is a spread on here that I used in April that I mix the foils, and I don't love to do this very often, but I don't have a lot of holographic foil items, and I love silver so much, and I think silver and holo can kind of be mixed together. Like, you can't really tell too much of a difference unless you see it in a certain light. So I wanted to mix it for the spread, which is why both of them got half for the spread. But other than that, I used silver foil the most out of everything, and then gold, rose gold, and then the holographic, like I said, is just for that half spread right there. But yeah, I just wanted to add these in because I was done with the planner tag, but I figured those were some important stats too to know for myself, to how many things I need for the future, how many things I use up in the future, and then how many shops I usually shop for. I think that's a really interesting thing to see. So thank you so much if you guys have watched the whole video. Next week I will be back with a normal spread video. I'm super excited to see what you guys have planned. If you guys do this video, please tag Chandler. Please tag me if you guys want to, so I can share and see the spreads. I think it really helps to see different types of shops that you might not be used to, and different kind of elements of layering and planning that you're not used to. So I'm really excited to see all of you guys doing it, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.